Hello friends, in this video we will see how we can calculate the volume of the topsoil that we remove throughout the project. So before starting up with your roadworks, we have to first remove the topsoil, and it's not exactly the same throughout your project. Normally a certain width is assumed and that's removed throughout the project, but if you want to calculate the exact quantity, we have to know where and create a surface, and then what we will do is compare with the existing surface, and then we'll get the volume. Okay, so for that I will create a surface that just binds around our extent of our corridor, the lighting. Okay, and then we'll compare with the existing surface. So let's go ahead and start. So for the first thing that we'll have to do is create a copy of this surface, existing surface. So I will go to the tool space. I will just keep it locked. So, and then I will just create copy the surface. Okay, so we select the surface, and what we do is use our old copy command. Okay, so we say copy, enter, and when you look at here, we will have options like from the base point or displacement or another mode. Okay, so we select in this case displacement. Okay, and then we accept default 000 elevation, or right now we can do like 000, and this is z. Okay, so how much do you want? So we can say 0 comma 0 comma, and maybe we want the displacement of in the z direction to be negative 0 point, it's 20 centimeter, so zero point 0.2, I will say like 2200 or 20 centimeter, and say enter. So it will directly create a surface that's 0.2 below the existing one. Okay, so here we have the tutorial surface, a copy of it, and you will notice that the top contour is also there. So I use this top to mask the uh, this one, so that's why it's copied. So no problem, we can just delete this. We can just delete, yeah. Okay, I delete it. So this one, let's rename this surface. We will rename this particular surface, sorry, properties, and we rename it as this one to be after removal of the topsoil. So I'll just say after topsoil, TPS topsoil. Okay, after removal of topsoil, and so apply and okay. Now you see this one is our, because this one doesn't have any mask. Okay, as you see here, there's no mask, but this particular surface have mask, that's why it's not going inside our corridor. Okay, now what we have to do is we only right now this particular corridor is targeting our original ground, not the surface that will be created after stripping off the topsoil layer. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to create target the whole corridor to that particular surface, the one surface that we created right now. Okay, so let's do that. So how to do? We select the corridor and go to corridor properties. And once your corridor properties are available, you go to the parameters here and then set all targets. And what you do is for the surfaces, we go and then set to this particular surface that we just created, which is lower 200 lower than the one. Okay, and say okay, and say apply. Okay, and rebuild the corridor. Okay, and say okay. Okay, you notice this particular, like it has changed a bit. Okay, and also push this particular as it is dynamically linked. Okay, okay, this one, as this one happened, now what we have to do is we will strip only the part of the surface where it's within our limits of the corridor, like the whole corridor within our limits of the daylight. Okay, so that part we will remove only. Okay, that's why what we need is this part only. Okay, that the part that is covered by our corridor only. So how are we gonna do that? What we do is here, go to the definitions here, and we add external boundary. Okay, so for that, let's see what we have, the surface, thin surface here. So we want a line to for this particular, so the top surface is already here. I see, yeah, this is the top surface of this particular, and I have only the setting for this is boundary available. Okay, so border only available. Okay, so okay, and what I will do is I will go to the, from here I will select the surface and then extract from corridor, and I will say extract objects. Okay, so extract objects, and you'll have an option, and we only have border, so it says border only, and it will ask you to select from drawing or something like that. We select all and say okay. Okay. So now if you hit escape, now you will have two options here: 3D polyline. Okay, this one, 3D polyline, corridor, and future. So this is the useful thing that we have: 3D polyline. This actually covers the whole of the corridor. Okay, that just bounds the whole of the corridor. It acts as a boundary. Okay, with that we have what we're gonna do is we will add that particular this line as boundary to our this surface that we stripped of soil. Okay, so let's do that. So what we do is click add boundary, and this will be as our outer boundary, serve as our outer boundary. Okay, so I just rename as outer. Okay, and I'll just keep it like that and say okay. Okay, now you see it's cut off and it's only available inside of it. Okay, and compare the area, the volume between the existing surface and this newly stripped off surface. Then we will get the volume. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So when you select the particular surface, you will have images, the options available here to calculate volume. Okay, now click on create surface, and then you will have option to choose from the surface. First, we rename it as TPS volume, and then we choose base surface as the existing surface, and the comparison surface as the newly created surface that we have, and then say okay, and we say okay, and then here you have the volume that is required. It's around 12,500 cubic meter. Okay, so now let's verify it roughly how much it is. So let's see where is our the last tonnage. And okay, so this one is the last tonnage, 1905. So let's assume we will try to calculate. So let's turn on our calculator, and here we calculate it. Okay, so here let's input. So it's 1900, around 1900. So we put 1900, and then let's take a rough distance, like how much it is. It's around 27. So we just put it 27 multiplied by 27, and then multiply again by zero point 0.2, which is our stripping soil depth. Okay, so how much it is, let's see, it's around 10,000 something. So okay, approximately it's like that. So this is how we can verify it. Further, I would like to remind you like that we have changed our target. It will affect our cross section also. So if you go to a cross section, you see this one is going down now, but we changed our target surface. Okay, so don't forget to sample that particular surface also. So we click on any other, then we go to the add more sample sources, and then we select our surface and say add, and we can change this. It's existing. We can define a particular for the top soil, and then or may I just keep it standard. Okay, and say apply and say okay. So now you see that surface is visible here. Okay, this surface. Okay, you see this is how much. You can even take the dimensions here. Okay, and it's 200. Okay, so this is how we verify. We calculated our soil remover, top soil removals. So very well, guys. That's all for this video. See you guys in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.